Hey everyone! It is Monday, the 18th of April. I am a little behind. My husband worked a double on Thursday. Friday was my recording day, which is the 15th. And because he worked a double and he didn't get home till after 11, he decided he was going to take Friday off, which threw a crimp in my recording schedule, such is life. So here we are, mid-April. This is going to be my mid-April update. I'm going to keep it short. Got my kid contained a little bit. I don't know how long he's gonna last. We also got up at like 5:20 this morning, so he's cranky. I'm drinking a lot of coffee. I could barely keep my eyes open, to be perfectly honest, so I'm really hoping that this wakes me up. Like, I tried the shower thing, that sure didn't work. The coffee is not working that well, but we're gonna do this. So let's get started. I've got some stuff to show you, and I wrote some notes. So let's just get on with that. And the sun's really bright, so I'm squinting, which makes me even more tired. It's ridiculous. I didn't get, okay, so when I last left you, the little kids were going to go to Grandma and Grandpa's for a few nights. They did. They went for 5 glorious nights. I'm a little ashamed to say this. I really am. I feel kind of bad, but I didn't miss them a bit. I did not miss them at all. And my teenager was even gone for 5 nights someplace else. So really, for 4 out of those 5 nights when the little ones were gone, my teenager was gone too. It was just my husband and I. It was glorious. During the day, it was just me because my husband went to work. It was fantastic. I did not miss those kids one bit. And you know what? They didn't miss me either. I needed that break. I needed that time. I got so much done, not at all crafting wise, but things around the house, things that needed to be done, things that were stressing me out, they all got done. I did get a little bit of stitching done though. So I finished the April block of my Magical Creatures calendar. I'm sorry, that sunshine is ridiculous. Actually, I'm not sorry at all about that sunshine because it snowed our entire spring break. That sucked. So, here she is, Mrs. Gnome. I used Mo's Sale Young Anna for the grass, which is variegated. These little leaves, I use the green ones is Mo's Silk in cedar. The little flower things are Mo's Sale Cotton and Gladys. This right here, the little gnome hat, is Plum, which I got in a grab bag. Floss grab bag from Fabrics by LJ during his Black Friday sale, and I think everything else is as charted, and I did not do the glow in the dark on this. I just used B5200 because aprons don't need to be glow in the dark. That's just silly to me. So that's done and packed away until the May block, which is a big block, but it's just a lot of little things, so I'm hoping that will go by quickly. The next thing that I worked on was Kitty. What? Sorry. It was a new start. I don't know what to do with this. For Stitch Mania's April showers bring May flowers. I started this Cut Flowers Mill Hill kit. It's a button and bead kit. This is going to be for my mother-in-law for Christmas. I'm going to buy a frame for it. This is just as far as I got, which is not very. I only worked on it one night. That's it. Kitty. Just push my cat down. So that's it. 1, 2, 3 colors. I need to start busting some booty on this because it's already the 18th and I really would like to get it actually done this month. See how that goes. The other thing that I worked on was my Spring Heart Sampler by Dinky Dyes Designs. And this is for the Spring Equinox Stitch Along in Cross Stitch Finish Line. So I don't remember where it was last time I saw you guys. I think that I was partway through band 10. So we'll just start it right there so you can see. So this, oh dear, that sun. So this is band 10, and then 11, 12, 13, the hearts and the beads are 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I think. I need to see what I'm doing. I can't. Here it is all the way. Oh my gosh, I really wish that sun was not coming right in at me. So the colors, of course, look washed out. It's a lot of fun. I like this one. I'm putting it away for a little bit. You know, it's a 3-month stitch along until summer equinox, summer solstice comes. I'll have it. I'm sure I'll have it done before then. Again, it's not hard. The diagrams are fantastic. You can do this. I got mine, the chart and the Dinky Dyes thread packs from Stitching Bits and Bobs, like last summer or fall. I'm sure she still has them. They were on sale because, you know, she has sales on everything. So they were a really good price. So that's gone away for a while. I also, excuse me, I worked on Satsuma Street Hustle. I got a lot done on this, which is nice. And I thought about just pushing through, like pushing everything aside and just getting this done. But I think there's more left than I originally thought there was. When I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna push through and get this done. So it would take a little bit more. But I'm like over halfway done. So this is where we are. Good things happen those. Underneath that bottom arrow will be 2. I got almost 1 page done, and I got a partial page already done. So really, the 2 in the hustle and that bottom sunburst, like at the top, a modified one of that needs to happen. And I think that's it. There's a lot of colors in that. I don't know when this is going to get picked up again. Probably not until the fall, because I've got other stuff I'm working on. But it's beautiful. That's on 16 count Ada in Mystic from Picture This Plus. And the last thing that I worked on, I really only worked on last night. Kids haven't been sleeping again. They all have allergies with our burst of new weather, so they're all super snotty and gross and grumpy and not sleeping. It's okay. This is my peacock feather eyeglass case. And really I just worked on this, I think last night was the only time, and I just got all this part of the feather done. Just one color. It's almost finished. I think I have, like, I don't know, this much more to do. Maybe one more tendril part, it looks like, and then a bunch over here. I mean, it's not close to done, but I'm almost to the bottom anyway. And then there's lots of filling in. So I probably should have taken that on the Q-snap, but I really am too lazy. So that's been fun. It's on that crappy even weave. I hate that even weave. So that's all that I have been stitching on. I did adopt a whip. I'm so excited. I am so excited for this. I'm not going to tell you who it's from, because if you watch Flosstube, you know what it is. You know what it is. The pattern is by Plum Street Samplers, and it is called Spring Delivery. And this is the chart. I know that looks familiar to you guys. It's so cute. And it is, I adopted a whip, so it is started. And a lot of it's done. It's on a 36 count linen by Silk Weavers, and she did not remember the name. She said nobody cared. Nobody cares what the name of this is. Okay, so here it is. I'm sorry, is that not the most gorgeous? I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And she's done some color alterations. You know, she's trying to feel the love for it. Did some color alterations. I think I'm not exactly sure where. I haven't looked closely at the chart. Looks like she did some extra back stitching, trying to make stuff pop. I love this piece. I'm not even gonna lie. I love it, and I can't wait to work on it. So here it is. Here's my new baby. And I have thoughts. I absolutely have thoughts of the last week of this month, or whenever I feel like doing it. I'm gonna abandon my rotation pieces and I'm gonna work on this. So there. I think it's so cute. I'm very excited. So thank you, Wayward Mommy. I will give this some love. It will be finished. My goal is to absolutely finish it this year and do something beautiful with it. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Just goes to show you, you know? So I'm very excited about that. I did get a little bit of haul. I'm going to show you briefly because I'm pretty excited about it. I picked up Lavender and Lace Angel of Love on Listia. This is a Listia Love. Oh, my kid. So it was like practically free because I had credits that I sold stuff from. On eBay, I picked up the Lizzie Kate green Flip It series. This I'm very excited about too. I saw a Flosstuber that finished it. I want to say it was, is her name Stitchin' Mombi? I want to say it's her, but I don't know, so don't quote me. But somebody had it finished. I think 2 people have finished this actually. I'm not going to show you each chart, but this is what the whole design looks like. Plant a tree, ride a bike, be kind to animals, keep our air clean, eat locally, and save water. So I plan on stitching it just like that. I know I have some fabric. I don't have the flosses. I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. We'll figure that out, though. We will figure that out. I also purchased, I saw this on eBay, and then I found it cheaper at some random place. I don't know why I have floss in here. Oh, yes I do. Because there are lots of multiple skeins needed, so I bought just all new floss. Panoply of Peacocks by Tempting Tangles. This looks a lot like peacock pinwheels that I've been coveting, that Mackenzie at the Lovely Array is working on. Panoply of Peacocks. I love it. That'll be a Mania start. Everything's going to be a Mania start. Hopefully I'll remember to talk more about that in a little bit. I purchased, oh, that's another one of those Lizzie Kates. I purchased, this is where I put all my haul so I can talk to you about it. I, for the 3rd time, purchased, I bought some digital stuff. That doesn't matter. I purchased this chart, Happy Everything. I have been actually looking at this for over a year. And then just recently I saw some people say that they got the kit at Hobby Lobby. What the F? I didn't even know it came in a kit. What does that tell you? I did pick up a couple Prairie Schoolers. This one is the Needle's Eye because sewing and quilting and why not? And I've bought, this one's been on my wish list for a while, as well as this one, Pins and Needles. Those are cute. I did not have those. And they were not available when I bought a bunch of Prairie Schooler stuff. They were not available at my source. And then I also bought, and I'm not going to take it out because it doesn't matter, I don't think, some 40 count linen for a project that I just saw in Just Cross Stitch June 2016. It is a needle book, and I'm just gonna show you. So this, that's the chart. So this is what the pieces look like. This is what the needle book looks like. But that's what the stitch pieces look like, and I think they're beautiful. And so I bought, and it's stitched on 40 count linen, and I thought, well, I should try that. I've never stitched on anything over 36, so why not do 40? And actually I will take this out because I'm gonna put that all together in a little bit. And I bought this vintage country mocha. There you go. Which I'm also doing a Lizzie Kate. My Lizzie Kate at our house is on this color fabric. So I think it's not quite the weird distressed look of that. Like, that looks dirty, but it still looks aged enough where I'm okay with that. I also, okay, so my last video when I went off on that huge mom rant because my brain was just not working, what I was going to say was that I was going to take some of that time that I was alone during the day to do some dyeing, but I really didn't. I didn't videotape anything. I dyed one piece of fabric, which I will show you. I still have a couple dyeing things that I want to film. I just haven't had a chance, and really they need to, you almost have to be outside to do it, to not make a mess. And it was like snowing and raining all of spring break, so that was not going to work. But I did dye this piece of 32 count linen. This is just, I think, MCG Textiles from Joann's. I bought it to dye on purpose. And I did this with black and gray RIT dye. This is the first time using liquid dye for me. And I'm not going to go into all the details because nobody cares about all that. But my goal was to make it look like chalkboard for one of the chalkboard series in Just Cross Stitch. So it did not turn out the way I wanted it. I don't love it. I'm going to use it because it's going to be stitched on and you're not going to see a lot of the splotches. I will do it differently for the next 3 pieces because I'm going to dye 3 other pieces like this. Not like this, but for those chalkboard series. So this is what I did. I'm going to just come back. I can't even see. Here's the other side. So I did this with black and gray, and I mixed up, that looks like, do you see that? That looks like a face. I don't like that at all. I don't even know if there's a right and wrong side. I need to actually pay attention. I did it, like I said, with the black RIT liquid dye and gray. I used them both. I think that it turned out modeled like this because I used less liquid. Less liquid in a smaller space makes more of a model. So when I do this again, I will spread out the fabric more and use a little bit more liquid. I didn't want it to be solid, but I didn't want it to be this splotchy. What do you do? It's my first time, but I'm still going to use it, and I'm going to stitch this on it, which is in a baggie. I'm sorry, but this is the Seasons in Chalk Art Summer, which was in the Just Cross Stitch magazine, June 2016. The artwork is by Priscilla Blaine, and those of you definitely in Stitch Mania, I don't know what other group she belongs to, and I believe, I don't know if it's her or if it's the person that actually charted the artwork, who is Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design. One of them is posting the pictures, once the magazine's released, which is really exciting. Either way, whichever designer it is, whether it's the chalk art designer or the actual chart designer, it's exciting to have them as part of the group and to see their excitement about our excitement for stitching. So that'll be a Mania start. That's really all my crafty stuff, I think. I've been trying to listen to books while I'm stitching. I'm behind in Flosstube anyway, but lately I've really just been craving quiet, so listening to a book is too much for me right now. My brain is like vibrating all the time, so it's too much for me lately. But I did manage to finish Wheat Belly. I started listening to Wheat Belly when Corey Berry started documenting her gluten-free journey. And Wheatberry is a book that like a physical book that I tried to read a few summers ago. And I couldn't get into it. It was so dry. And the audiobook wasn't a whole lot better, but at least I wasn't physically moving my eyes to read it. Did have some good information. I do plan on cutting back on a lot of wheat products because it's a lot of crappy calories. And wheat today is not the wheat of 50 years ago. My cat's gonna fall off the couch. Kitty! Did you hear that? She's so old. She's like 14 and she is slowing down. That poor thing. Anyway, so I did do that. And I also started the book Legend. God darn it. Marie Lu. I believe it's a trilogy. And I also believe that it's either this book or another series that she wrote are going to be made into movies. So my friend recommended that to me. I don't know, about a quarter, maybe a third of the way into Legend. It's okay. It's a young adult dystopian novel. Those are my favorite. And, you know, it's a plague, and which is a lot like the last book that I read, Cinder. Cinder had a plague, and it was dystopian a little bit, kind of. I don't know. So I'll let you know how that works out when I'm done. Legend. Seems alright so far. So that's it. I managed to do this without the kids screaming too much, though I know he's ready to get down. I put him up on Axel's loft. So the kids, oh, that reminds me of something else. So the kids are sharing a room now. That's one of the major things that I had to get done while they were at Grandma and Grandpa's, was I had to switch our bedrooms, set up new furniture for the teenager, and get everything set up for the little ones to share a room. And Axel's now on the loft, which would be like a top bunk, and Archer is underneath at the bottom. But right now he's up on the loft. He doesn't know how to get up there by himself, and he doesn't know how to get down by himself. But it's a good way to keep him contained, and he's not foolish enough to try to jump off or anything yet. I'm not gonna be able to do that forever. So anyway, so he's up there with the iPad playing. But before I go, I'm going to do Tracy's talking tag. Now, disclaimer, I've already done it for Tracy, but I'm going to do it for the rest of you because I've really been enjoying watching your videos. So I pulled it up on my computer, so I'm going to be reading it, looking over here. I hope you don't mind. Take a drink of coffee. Okay, say these words: ant, route, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, ruin, crayon, toilet, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, and caught. Now answer these questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? I've just always called it toilet papering. Apparently it's TPing. Or rolling? Did somebody say that? It was rolling? I don't know. TPing, or toilet papering is what I always called it. What's the bug that when you touch it, it curls in a ball? It's a roly-poly, or a pill bug, which is different than a potato bug, because potato bugs do not roll. Just so y'all know. Roly-poly. What's the bubbly carbonated drink called? Pop. What do you call gym shoes? I call them tennies. What do you say to address a group of people? Hey guys. You've heard that a lot. What do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Those are daddy long legs. What do you call your grandparents? I called them grandma and grandpa, or as I got older, I called my grandpa Gramps. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? Called a shopping cart. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? I don't call it anything. I call it a rainstorm still, or a shower, or it's raining while the sun is shining. I like the name sun shower though, that's fun. I've just never called it that. And what is the thing you change the TV channel with? We call it a TV remote. That's it. That's it, guys. So we will see you at the end of the month. See what stitching I've gotten done. I know a couple people have been doing videos on Stitch Mania and what their Mania plans are. Do you guys want to see a little sneak peek? You know you do. I know Sarah does. Sarah's like, I need to see stuff. I'll show you a little sneak peek. So this literally, okay, this is another thing that I was doing. Look at how discombobulated I am. I've been filling this bad boy up. I went through all my floss stash. I printed off this list, which I think is actually an old list because it's got things missing. But I printed off this list. I just Googled full DMC list. And then I went through and I put bees in stuff that was bobbinated. So purple bees were things that I already had bobbinated. Pink bees were skeins in my stash that I bobbinated. And then the little check marks next to them are, I have at least one skein extra. And then the highlighted ones are ones that I don't have. So I'm about 100 away from a full DMC set, which I guess is good because as I've been kidding things, really I've just been like, I'm going to start this. I'm sure I have the floss. Ta-da. Oh, there was more of my haul too. Two of the things that I'm going to be starting for sure are these holiday limited edition holiday collection kits from Mirabilia. This is the Easter Fairy. I feel like I should do it this way. That's the Easter Fairy. And this one is the Valentine. Miss Valentine. I'm shaking. They came as a kit. I got them on eBay for a pretty good price. From the same seller that Emily just talked about, Eclectic Possessions, in her video. Uniquely Yours on eBay. Got them from her. Pretty good deal, actually. So those are two things that I'm going to be starting. I will be starting, I'm just grabbing stuff. Random crazy things. I will be starting things that have pictures because some of them are digital and you can't see them. Ooh, I'm excited about this one. Told in a Garden, Home of a Quilter. I'm starting this one, and I'm doing it on this blue linen, which you can't tell is blue, but it is. I have all the flosses for that, for sure. I double checked. I am starting, ooh, here's a good one. I'm starting Rosewood Manor Spring Quakers. Starting that one. And I've got the Valdani threads. And I'm starting, what else am I starting? Let's see here. Some other ones that you've seen. I'm starting, of course. Ooh, here's a good one. It's in a really large bag. Let's switch that out. Make a copy of the pattern. I'm starting this Soda Stitch, the Owl Family. I'll be putting 5 owls on there though. And thank you, way back when, a viewer suggested that I stitch them over one. Well, she didn't say over one, but suggested that I stitch them on this band that I got on Stash Mode. It's a basket band from the Silver Needle. I got it on Stash Mode. I don't think I knew what I was buying. So I'm like, what am I ever going to do with this? She's like, you should stitch those owls on there. And so I did the math, and by golly, they're going to work. So that'll be fun. I'm going to do the natural colored ones, not the bright colored ones. So maybe I should do bright colored ones. I think the natural would look better on that basket band though. So I'm going to start that. I will be starting this Mill Hill Sugar Skull. It's going to be a Christmas present for my mom. I'll be starting that. I will be starting, what else? What else can I show you? What are some things that are fun? Some of them are digital and I can't show you. I'll be starting my Mirabilia Marigold. That'll be fun. She's just on a white Lugana, I think. I bought that from 123 Stitch quite a while ago. I will be starting Spring Quilts by Ursula Michael. I'm gonna start that. I will be starting, what else? I'll show you like one more, maybe two. I can find something with a chart that you can see. I'll be starting a Chatelaine. It's a freebie though. It's not a freebie anymore. I went back and looked at it and it's not a freebie. I have to pay for it now. That's a bummer. Oh, here's something fun. I will be starting this little guy. It's in the meadow and it's from a very old just cross stitch. December 2002. There's a story. I had started this. I didn't get too terribly far, but I had started it and it was in a scroll frame and I started it like over 10 years ago. Like I was still married to my first husband at the time and we had a dog who ate it. Sasha. Sasha didn't last long in our house. She was a Humane Society dog and we had never had a dog before. And they told me at the Humane Society, she'll be fine. She was an Alaskan Malamute Husky. If I had known then what I know now about dog breeds, which is still like nothing, but enough to not buy an Alaskan Malamute Husky in the city without a fence or a yard on a busy street. Seriously? We had her for a month. We couldn't contain her. She was so very bored. Oh my God, it was so terrible. So we had to take her back. She was a beautiful dog though, and she was super smart and very nice. And she loved our kid. AJ was 6 months old at the time. You can hear me? I'm like talking to the floor. Okay, one more. What else am I gonna start? Where? Guys, I have so much stuff that I'm starting. Here's one. This isn't what I was going for, but I'll show you anyway. Grumpy Cat Merry Christmas, which is a freebie on the Brooks Books website, which I am also doing in a blue Ada, the same as that in a Meadow Snowman. So there's a little preview. I've got some way more exciting stuff, but a lot of it is digital. Right here. I'm not prepared to show it to you. And I think I've decided, so I'm going to do 40 starts for Stitch Mania. 40 starts because my 40th birthday is in May. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to work that out yet. I've got more than 40 things next to me. Like I just have a box of things. So what I'm probably going to do, instead of like planning them out, I'm getting hot. So it's hot here. Like summer came and it's going to be 80 degrees today. And yes, 80 degrees is hot to me. I think instead of planning them out, I'm going to just dip into my box every day. Dip into this box down here with all my whips. And I think I'm going to do it like vlog style for May. So I'm just going to, you know, I'll still probably do 2 updates, but I'll just do a daily vlog thing just for Mania. Because I don't know why. I might change my mind, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, for real, I'm going to go away now. So you guys have a fabulous, a fabulous day. Stay stitchy. And I'll see you next time.